Yeah, it's your boy Chili here. Time for another quick little update. I've got another video releasing, this one here. It's going to release in a few hours. And that is going to be the last one of my, quote unquote, repentance arc, where I make up for, charging the Patreon when I said I wouldn't. So that's that there. And I know, a lot of you guys aren't probably super invested in like the topics that you see here. But, the thing that I really like, my main thing that I really want to put out, which is going to be the chill framework, that needs more lab work still. And this stuff was kind of on the top of my head because of the work that I do professionally. I'm doing a lot of this stuff right now. And it's also something I wanted to do for a while, so I got it out here. And let me just say one thing. I think a lot of you guys might be sleeping on this series because it's, you look at like the title or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm not really interested in that. But let me just tell you that there's a lot of nuggets and tricks, C++ hidden knowledge in each of these videos. So, it's possible I might be a little biased on the topic, but I think there's some good stuff here that is worth a look, worth your time. Like, for example, in this one here, like I'm doing some stuff with a CLI framework for getting stuff on the command line. And that's a lot more useful than you might think, but the real hidden nugget in this video is the way that I use a bunch of like C++ techniques to create some machinery that gives you like a much nicer interface experience on top of that UI. And those techniques can be applied to basically anything you want. I'm actually so happy with the CLI options framework that I built on top of CLI 11 that I really want to just like create a VC package of my framework and like polish it and just expand it and just publish it on there for anyone to pull into their projects. I'm so tempted to do it. If I had more time, I would totally do that. And there's other stuff here like this unit testing stuff where you're launching multiple processes within the unit test. You might think that's not that useful to you specifically, but let me just tell you, in my professional work, I've been doing unit testing a lot for the current update that we're doing, and it has been a huge boon. It's a game changer, let me tell you. And like this new video coming out here, this one is, it's ostensibly about shared memory, but really this video here is just a little bit of a red pill masterclass on how virtual memory works. And so you're given like a practical motivation to learn actually what's happening behind the scenes, how the CPU interprets memory and how virtual memory spaces work. So even if you're not really interested in shared memory, you'll learn a lot about systems and low-level programming by watching this video. Just saying. Now let me tell you guys, a couple of videos ago, I've been showing you like stuff I was doing in Factorio. I was been into Factorio. I haven't played it in like a week and a half now, almost 2 weeks. But that was keeping my sanity together throughout like a bunch of hard stuff and work and other stuff. And now I am just scrambling. I was scrambling to make all these videos here, cramming that time while also, working my full-time job with overtime and then taking care of my 2-year-old, giving my wife a break. And let me tell you, it's been rough. It's been a rough week and a half here. But I'm glad that I've pushed out as many videos as I think I want to. From here, so we're going to be taking a break from videos for sure. Let me tell you, the last video, this one, that was rough because after I recorded, I went to edit it and I realized that the very beginning and the very end, the audio is like totally messed up. And normally I would just re-record, but that is not an option right now. So I'm just pushing it out there, and I just kind of made a joke out of it, so you can enjoy that when you see the video. It doesn't really impact the ability to learn from the video. Because most of it is fine, but the beginning and end are just totally jacked up. It's hilarious. But no, this kind of schedule I've been working with, it's killing me, and I can't keep this up for too much longer. Hopefully after we got a deadline in my work, and when that deadline is hit, things will calm down a little bit. I can make some adjustments, and then, eventually I can get back to working on Planet Chili stuff, can get the chill stuff finished so we can start putting out videos in that series again. And a lot of people messaged me on Discord and they said, Chili, don't worry about it. Don't worry about, you missed you charge a Patreon, it's fine. But I feel like at some point you gotta stick to your principles, and you gotta punish yourself when you fall short. Otherwise you just keep backsliding. So I just said, no, I made some rules for myself. I didn't keep them because I was a dumbass. And now I gotta pay the piper, and I've paid the piper, and it is what it is. And I hope at least that some people have gotten some knowledge out of my pain here. But I mean, I enjoy making these videos and sharing knowledge with people, so it's all good. Again, I would love to get back to chill. Maybe end of December, beginning of January, we can start to make some progress in that. But definitely expect no charge again this month on Patreon, and we'll see when we're going forward. In the meanwhile, I really I encourage you to check out these videos here. They're not too long, and there's a lot of interesting nuggets buried within. And also, especially those of you who have watched up until the last video here, let me know if you're interested in seeing a little bit more on this, because I got like a couple of more videos left in me on this topic, but only if people are, there's a audience for them. But I could talk about things like multiple processes, using the more advanced features of Boost Interprocess. You can have multiple processes that are allocating and deleting memory, the shared memory, and you can find objects in the shared memory by name, and you can put, containers in there like strings, vectors, maps, and also interprocess sync primitives like semaphores and mutexes and condition variables, that sort of thing. So there's a couple more videos left if you're interested, and if nobody's interested, well, then it's probably best that I just don't even bother. But that's where we're at. And, thank you as always for hanging out, being a part of the community, watching the videos, commenting, all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you again with some more C++.